Welcome to the Explainer. Today, we're looking at a tool that wants to completely change how you deal with information. The goal? To turn you from a passive reader into someone who can actually have a conversation with your own documents.
We have all been there, right? You're deep into a project and your screen is just a total mess. You've got tabs open everywhere, PDFs downloaded, random notes scattered around. You just know the answer you need is in there, somewhere. But trying to connect all the dots feels basically impossible.
Well, this is the exact problem that Google's NotebookLM is designed to solve, and its co-creator, Stephen Johnson, puts it perfectly. This isn't just another app for organizing your stuff. It's a tool built to help you fundamentally understand it on a much deeper level.
Okay, so let's get into it. What exactly is NotebookLM? The most important thing to get is that it's not a blank page waiting for you to start typing. It's more like an intelligent partner that's designed to work with the documents you already have.
It actually showed up back in 2023 as an experiment called Project Tailwind, and man, it has evolved incredibly fast. By 2024, it was out there for the public, and for 2025, there are already plans for a premium version, NotebookLM Plus, along with some really powerful new features. It just goes to show how much momentum is behind this idea. So here is the absolute key difference. NotebookLM is what's called a source-grounded AI. Now, what does that mean? It means it doesn't just go out and search the entire internet for answers. Its knowledge is strictly, and I mean strictly, limited to the documents you give it. That's what makes it your own personal, virtual research assistant.
And the process itself is beautifully simple. First, you make a notebook and you upload your sources, and this can be pretty much anything. PDFs, Google Docs, website links. You can even drop in YouTube video transcripts. Then you just start talking to it, asking questions. The AI gives you insights based only on that material, and, this is huge, it gives you citations so you can see exactly where it got its information.
So what can you actually do with this thing? This is where we go way beyond simple summaries and get into the features that honestly start to feel a little bit like magic.
People are finding some really amazing and creative uses for it. I mean, check this out. There's a sci-fi novelist on Reddit who uploads their finished chapters. They use NotebookLM to get a totally fresh reader's perspective, and it helps them find new themes and ideas they might have missed in their own writing. It's like having a brainstorming partner who's available 24/7.
And it's not just about asking questions. NotebookLM can instantly reshape your information in all these useful ways. With just one click, it can spit out a study guide with key terms, a full FAQ, or even a timeline of events from your documents. And one of the coolest new features has got to be the interactive mind map.
And this is just a brilliant example of its power. You know, imagine a biology student who uploads dozens of dense research papers. Instead of staring at a wall of text, they get this interactive map that shows them exactly how concepts like ocean acidification and rising sea temperatures all connect. It turns this tangled mess of information into something you can actually see and navigate. It's a huge accelerator.
But the innovation does not stop there. There is one feature in particular that people are calling genuinely mind-blowing, and it completely changes how you can consume your own research.
Okay, so this feature is called Audio Overview. Now, it doesn't just read your documents to you. No. It analyzes everything and generates an entire conversational podcast about your material. It creates two different AI hosts who discuss the key points, ask each other questions, and even explore different perspectives. It's wild. This technology is so impressive that it actually powered the personalized AI podcast for Spotify Wrapped. So if you use that feature back in 2024, you've already experienced a version of this. It brought this idea to a massive mainstream audience and really showed off its potential.
Now, all of this sounds incredibly powerful, right? Which of course leads to the most important question you have to ask with any AI tool. What is happening with my data?
So NotebookLM is built around one central promise. Your data stays your data. Google is really clear that your documents and the questions you ask are not used to train their models unless you say it's okay. Everything's encrypted, it's GDPR compliant, and you have total control to view, manage, or delete your information whenever you want.
Of course, while the tool is super powerful, there are some practical limits to keep in mind. You can have up to 50 sources in a single notebook, and you get 100 notebooks total. But here's the really critical part. There's no offline mode, and your chat history is not saved when you close it. That means you have to be really diligent about saving your best insights as actual notes before you log off.
So after hearing all that, you're probably thinking, okay, should I just ditch my current note-taking app like Notion or Obsidian for this? And honestly, the answer is almost certainly no, because they're designed for two completely different jobs.
Think of it like this. A traditional note-taker, like Notion, it starts with a blank page. It's a space for you to create and organize information from scratch. It's like your second brain. NotebookLM, on the other hand, starts with your sources. It's not for creating new stuff, it's for understanding and making sense of information that already exists. It's your virtual research assistant.
So, who is this really for? Well, it's for the student who's cramming for an exam and needs to boil down 5 textbooks into one study guide. It's for the researcher who's trying to find hidden connections across dozens of academic papers. It's for the professional who has to understand a 200-page market report before a meeting tomorrow. Basically, it's for anyone who's ever felt the pain of information overload.
And that really leaves us with this final, kind of provocative thought. We're moving from a world where we just write notes to a world where our notes can actually talk back to us, challenge our ideas, and show us connections we never would have seen on our own. So the real question isn't just about what this tool can do, but how it might fundamentally change the way all of us learn, create, and think.